In this video, we're going to talk about the limiter-low-end relationship. Hi, my name is Joey Sturgis, and welcome to the Joey Sturgis Tones YouTube channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and to all my subscribers, welcome back. Don't forget to like this video and ring the bell to get notified when we upload new videos. So, let's jump into it. Limiters are one of the tools that are frequently underutilized in the studio, which is never more apparent than when it comes to low-end. Limiters are promoted and used to set an absolute maximum level that your signal can go, folding down everything above the threshold to keep things consistent. At their core, limiters are extreme forms of compression, literally limiting the level of your track or tracks if you're using one on a bus. They can be used in place of a compressor or in combination with one. But regardless of how you're doing it, limiting has some unique benefits that no other processors offer to low-end sources that I want to discuss today. Whenever you're mixing, you should be asking yourself a series of questions as you work. Is there too much of this? Can I hear this clearly? Is this wide enough? When it comes to low end and limiting, the question should be, how dynamic does this really need to be? Dynamics are great for the majority of your session, but when it comes to low end content, they're not nearly as perceivable. Your bass guitar's dynamics come from the attack, a distinctly mid-range part of an otherwise low end heavy instrument. The same goes for the click of your kick drum. Simply put, the benefits of a limiter on low-end content outweigh the majority of dynamics you might lose from its use. For situations where you need to preserve a little bit more dynamic of a signal, there are options for that too that we'll get into in just a bit. When it comes to low-end limiting, you'll want to apply your limiter after your EQ, otherwise you risk raising the level of the unwanted frequencies your EQ is cutting. Any filtering or notches that you make before the signal hits the limiter helps clean up the source and make sure that your limiter can function efficiently. Additional EQ may be necessary after your limiter as well if the new problems become apparent after the limiter is dialed in. The use of a limiter on low-end content isn't just about stopping the peaks, it's about raising the overall level of your low-end tracks. On a bass guitar, setting your limiter's output to a consistent level and pushing everything else up to that level by lowering your threshold is one of the coolest tricks that can be applied to your mixes. It makes all of the notes sound virtually evenly leveled. Your output acts as your level control, and your threshold just determines how consistent everything sounds. As I mentioned just a few minutes ago, not every situation demands a limiter on your low end. In some rare instances, you may even want the consistency of a limited bass signal with the dynamics that come from a raw signal. In these situations, you've really got two options. Option number one is to use parallel limiting on your low end and to leave some of that unprocessed signal in your mix. Engineers that have a limiter-like finality that include a mix knob already have a way to accomplish this. By using the mix knob, you can determine how much of the wet limited signal makes it into your output and how much dry unprocessed signal makes it through. If you don't have a limiter that offers this functionality internally, a duplicate track or aux track can be configured and treated differently than the limited track. This gives you additional processing power for EQ and other dynamic effects, helping to create a unique blend that fits your mix perfectly. Option number two involves using some filtering to get your low end to split out from your higher frequencies on instruments that contain both. When I do this with bass, I like to refer to it as the two-part bass tone. The low end content gets compressed and limited while the upper mids containing most of the attack of each note get a bit of overdrive or saturation. This helps maintain something with clear and dynamic attack but smoothed out and consistent low end that balances well with the kick drum and the subharmonic synths. Regardless of the approach you take, limiting is a powerful tool, and it unfortunately gets pushed aside far too frequently when it comes to mixing low end. Limiting can go a long way to control the overall levels of your low end and bring balance in a part of your mix where consistency is needed to sound professional. JST VIP members get access to knowledge just like this, exclusive courses, tutorials, and plugins, but they also get direct access to pro mix crits from yours truly. If you're struggling with a mix, log in and submit it and I'll tell you exactly what's working, what's not, and show you exactly what you need to tweak to take your mix to the next level. You can sign up for this program today, the link is in the description below, or just go to joeysturgistones.vip/join and we'll see you there. That's all for now, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. If you got another audio buddy who would love this content, please share it. Hit the bell to get notified when we upload new videos, and don't forget to check the link in the description below before you go. You are the best. We'll see you soon.